Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns and watch my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. Or perhaps you're watching the Open Hearth, or not watching, but listening to the Open Hearth podcast that has all of the actual plays, which should probably be soaked up into that. If so, please be advised we're playing over Zoom. So often there are visual elements. I'll do my best to describe them. We are playing the fourth of five sessions of Nahual, a game about mestizo angel hunters. It is from Miguel Angel Espinosa, uh, published by Magpie Games. It has lovely art and some really, really cool moves in the Power by the Apocalypse vein. In our last session, there was a long running fight between some jackals of the narco, and at the same time, we had an adventure at the local casino. And we ended the session at the casino with Federico, an elite angel who was the leader of the police force, who often hunted down the taco truck owned and operated by the pack. And Federico had snatched up Carmen and Paz to, uh, to fly them away to parts unknown. So, unfortunately, Juniper is unable to join us, so Inez is not present. We'll figure out if Inez has received a panicked. I was thinking maybe Inez got a panicked text from Eve to check in, and she ditched both Roman and Angela. Potentially, are we okay with that as our like excuse for
Yeah.
Inez being gone? Okay, okay, cool, cool. All right, awesome. Let's go quickly around the horn to introduce the people who are able to make it today. And we'll start from the middle of the character queue because often I start from the right or the left. So this time I'll start from the middle. And Casey, if you could introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your character.
Yeah. Hey, Casey. He, him for me. Playing Roman. He, him for Roman as well. Roman is the Pero playbook. Um, a loyal and dangerous friend who did some loyalty things last session, I guess, right? Standing up for their friends, getting in the way, taking harm. Roman is nursing some wounds, kind of beat up, and but knows that they're in trouble and will try to help regardless of how hurt he is. So we'll see how that goes.
Indeed. And just so we're clear at the beginning of this session, it's only going to get worse for you.
Awesome.
It's awesome in the middle. Also in the middle of our character keeper is Clarice. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Darn, I was hoping for a little bit longer. I'm playing Carmen, she, her, and they are the Mono playbook. And I like to tinker around with things and mess around with things, even things that are not my own, and just have a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, some angels were not too pleased with that apparently at the casino, or the fact that what I use maybe is also not something I should have in my possession. We don't talk about that. I'll probably have to hear about this later from Angela.
That is entirely possible. Oh, and since you queued her up, let's jump over to Fumi. Fumi, please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Yes, hello, Fumi. Any pronouns? I'm playing it's like Angela, she, they. It's like the Eagle playbook. It's like yes, actually, it's like did hear from it's like Roman that the kids are in trouble, and it's like I guess she is now going to have to deal with the fact that the kids are in trouble. And it's like what will come after, I guess we'll see.
Carnage. That's my guess. Speaking of the kids, last but not least, Dom, if you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character.
My name is Dom, he, him, and I'm playing Paz, the DMD Tlacuache, or the Deep Possum playbook. They're, they're gambling addicted trickster, essentially, that there's going to be a bit of scams and cons to acquire said money to gamble. And even though last session we did go to a casino, pass did go to a casino, it wasn't necessarily to gamble, as it was most just to try and avoid the angels and Federico, though that seemed to have backfired for some weird reason.
I wonder why did it. But it seemed like such a brilliant plan.
It was forever remain a mystery.
Excellent. So, in the vein of some of my favorite TV shows, we cliffhangered before, and now we pick up just a few moments later. And I apologize for a bit of box text, but I got excited about this particular scene, and I wanted to convey a certain amount of information and not miss anything. So, bear with me. Uh, if you remember, you were last at El Banana Real Casino, Paz and Carmen. You were snatched up by Federico, the elite angel, who grabbed both of you by the scruffs of your respective necks and crashed through a window, flying off into the night. We pick up just after that, the two of you flying from below. We see the silhouette of an angel. We see your two bodies like prey, as a bird of prey, carrying you off towards an eyrie. And then over time, we see that you're headed not there. You're headed here-ish. You see the twin towers of the basilica, and the world snaps into place as Federico's wings fold, and you land hard on polished stone. The air here tastes like sunlit metal. The rooftop eyrie at the minor basilica shouldn't exist, and yet it stretches around you like a royal court carved into heaven's own bones. Columns of white marble coil upward into arches veined with living gold. Every surface glows softly, not a reflection, but a pulse, as if the structure itself is breathing. Pools of warm light ripple across the floor, fed by braziers that burn without smoke. Angels pass through these rooms with the lazy confidence of nobles who've never known consequence. Golden amenities line the terraces, baths carved from a single block of quartz, filled with steaming water drawn from some impossible spring. Alcoves stocked with scrolls, blades, censers, and fabrics that shimmer as if woven from sunbeams. A thick carpet of cloud stuff rests underfoot. Your feet sink into it, and it sighs like a creature half asleep. And then your eyes see the servants, lowly human worshippers kneeling along the walls in orderly rows. Their clothes are plain, their faces are slack with exhaustion. Every one of them bears the signs of weakness from kneeling for too long. They move whenever an angel gestures. They freeze when one frowns. Their prayers form a dull, constant hum, like insects trapped behind stained glass. Federico doesn't slow. He glides as he carries the two of you. His boots don't touch the ground. He drags both of you towards a raised platform where three elite angels wait. They're taller and sharper, carved from sterner stuff than the rest, and their wings are folded tight behind them. Federico stops in front of them, not bothering to mask his delight. Bind them, he says. He doesn't lower his voice. He doesn't need to. Two of the elite step forward, their movements eerily synchronized. Their hands pass through glowing sigils hanging in the air, and you feel chains of radiant cords spool outward, coiling around your wrists and ankles before you can jerk away. The cords are warm, not painful. They tighten with the finality of locked gears. Federico is confident these are things you cannot break. He circles the two of you the way a hawk circles prey that can't run anymore. He's not hurried. He's not slow. He's just inevitable. His wings remain half unfurled, catching the light, so the gold in his feathers paints the marble in shifting fire. You poor little creatures never understood what you stole from us, did you? You saw the pretty trinkets, shiny things, tools. But they were not made for hands like yours, pitiful, mortal digits that they are. He gestures lazily, and the air ripples with radiance. The hammer of dawn light, the heartbeat of the morning. It built the eastern gates, you fools. Struck the first sparks of form out of chaos. Every sound the hammer makes is the world remembering how to become solid. You swung it like a wrench in a junkyard. And the nails of the horizon, those were never meant to touch dirt. Those nails hold the very edges of creation together. They pin the sky to the earth and the earth to itself. Every one you lift, every one you plant, you twist the city's bones. You make the city forget where it ends. The heavens have heard your folly. I have heard it. Gabriel sent me to be your undoing, you foolish little animals. You didn't steal tools. You stole authority. And when you touched those artifacts, you claimed the right to shape the world. And you know that right belongs to us. Tilts his head, studying you like interesting insects. So I will take them back. And then I will take back the pieces of heaven you have bent. And then I will unmake whatever part of Durango City you weakened. Creation is delicate, you fools, and you thieves are very clumsy. He steps back to admire the two of you bound. His smile is tiny, lazy, arrogant. I'll deal with you both soon. I've been waiting a long time to make an example out of thieves. I will tell Gabriel that you are mine now. His wings flutter. He flies away, and the doorway closes behind him with a soft, echoing chime. The chains around you pulse once, and all around the angels continue their serene, perfect routines, as if your coming suffering will simply be part of the palace's evening entertainment. What do you do?
Frankly, Pause, I think they don't understand that if you leave something out, I mean, anyone's going to just take it. I mean, it's just there.
That is true, and to be frank, I was just waiting for him to stop talking to see if we could actually make our case, but I guess not. The man really loves to hear himself talk, I guess.
It similar to like Angela, it just loves to talk, doesn't actually care what we have to say.
Verkalmen, you're the event, you're the thinker. Any brilliant ideas of how to get out of these trains?
I did not see how they got how we got exactly in here. So, did you manage to nab something when they weren't looking?
You know, I probably should have, but I was a bit busy just, hoping that wasn't gonna just drop us off and make us like a splatter on the pavement. If Federico comes back, I think I might be able to convince him to let us go. I've
uh,
I've got a plan. I've got a position for him, which I
okay.
think he might take. I say might because there's a 50-50 chance that he'll just smite me when I say it.
See, 50-50 is not a 0% chance. So I kind of like these odds. And who knows? Maybe part of that, before he smites us, maybe Anella and Ramon will show up. Who knows? Or we get smite, 50-50.
I, I don't think they'll be able to do much, but if if it looks like in negotiations are gonna fall through, then it'll be better than nothing.
So what is this plan? Is there something I need to do?
Nah, hmm. You might have to say sorry. You might have to apologize.
But he's going to love that, and I don't, right? I'll say sorry. Wait, am I saying sorry to Federico or who am I? Is it someone else?
I'll leave that up to you. If you
Uh,
want, you can even just say sorry to God, I guess, and just leave Frederick out of it.
that I could do that. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear Federico being any kind of pleased about hearing someone grovel to them. But I will leave you to do things, and I will, I guess, ap ap apologize. Uh, whenever that comes into play.
And
Excellent.
actually, curious, you mentioned that they're like elite, like God angels that were like took
Hmm.
us in. They're in the room, correct? They're just listening to us, or are
Yes.
they out of the room?
Dispassionately, you're you're one of the many things. You're not worshiping them, so you're less interesting than the other things. But yeah,
All right, because Paz was not keeping the voice down at all.
yeah, they're aware that you have a plan that involves the monkey apologizing, and they
That's
haven't run off to tell Federico yet.
that's just a part of it.
Good, good. Let's cut from Paz and Carmen. Roman, Angela, Inez just received a panicked text from Eve and took off, leaving the two of you. Perhaps Inez will come back around again sometime soon, but maybe for the next 3 hours of actual play, she won't. Roman, I believe, if I didn't mention it the last session, I will mention it now. The Mono and the Tlahuache are in trouble.
Yeah, big time.
What are you to do?
It's a good question. What does? Oh no, no, that's the first thing I'm doing. Obviously, what are you talking about? Yeah, definitely have to talk to. Just tell Angela, right? Like, I said the kids are in trouble. They are really in trouble.
See, it's like I think on Hella just sort of it's like sighs and just it's like well, if they're going to be in trouble, it's never going to be any less than big trouble. It's like knowing it's like them. Let's see. It's like I think I think since Inez is like left on Hella's probably it's like switched over to it's like heads it's like probably it's like headed over to it's like try to help It's like at least it's like bandage up, if not, it's like tend to your wounds.
Hmm.
I wanna, it's like, let's see, would it be feasible for me to, it's like, mark a track on my eagle's nest? And it's like, since I have protective and survival gear, but it's like, as well as supernatural mojos, which includes Hearts of the Earth in its description. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, to, possibly, it's like, help with that?
Yes, but before we do that, big thank you to Dom for reminding me of the thing that I had in my notes to do, but I
Yeah.
didn't because I got all excited with my opening speech there. Your restock is full, and you must mark restock at the beginning of the session, which means all of you take one stress. But in answer to your question, Angela, absolutely, that is exactly what your eagle's nest is for. So if you want to do that, that's fantastic. And I think there's no hunting around the city of Romand. You know they are at the cathedral. The cathedral. So, how is it that the two of you arrive to look up at the beauty that is the basilica, knowing that your two packmates are helpless, helpless there?
Let's see. It's like, yeah, do you have any side thoughts, Roman?
I'm not sure. Are
I do.
we? Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say I do have it's like I do still have my eagle wings, which allows me to it's like instantly travel to a person or place, but especially a person I know well, or to a place I can see, and I can mark extra stress too as I bring allies with me, which would include you.
Yeah, dope. Um, are we storming are we storming or prison breaking this basilica all on our own? Or have we put out any sort of like call for reinforcements? Do we have any favors we can call in? Is that something we're not going to be able to do? I don't know. What do you think?
Let's see. It's like that is a good call, but let's see. It's like, actually, it's like, do we know whose turf this is like Basilica Falls up it's like on it's like upon?
Yes, it's Federico's turf.
Okay, yeah. So it's like knowing that it's like I'm not sure we have any it's like I'm not sure we have any particularly it's like useful it's like connections it's like to assist us with that unless it's like well it's like Angela probably it's like doesn't but it's like do you Roman?
Hmm. I guess I thought about the possibility of uh like tipping off the Diableros and being like, that archangel that you think we have, I know where it is.
Oh yeah, it's like I'd be up for that if it's like you are.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like making that call on the way, I guess if we're traveling in a vehicle or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like making that call on the way, right? Yeah.
Excellent. Are you calling La Fuenta? Were you calling any of the
Yeah, I can't remember the NPC name of the
Mariana?
guy.
Oh, the
Yeah, that
guy? The guy you
like
spoke
that
with
asked
was,
me about it, right? That was like, "Hey,
yeah,
man, you got to give me your word," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll give you mine because I don't really know."
that's right. I believe that was Diego.
Okay, yeah. And I think calling Diego.
Okay, cool. So you're calling Diego as you guys are, I assume, in the taco truck, right? Okay, cool.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
taco truck,
Yeah.
underneath the basilica, you see the angels that constantly fly around the twin towers of the basilica, and Diego answers. You hear some music in the background. Sounds like he might be at La Fuente. Hola, what's up, Roman?
I think I might be able to do you a favor, or at least make us even.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, well, you were asking me about an archangel, and I told you the truth at the time. I didn't know anything about it, but things have changed. I think I know where they are. No, I know where they are.
Okay.
I was hoping maybe you'd be interested enough to help us out. We have to extricate a couple of our friends, but
Oh shit, man. I know where this is going. So, Buzz caused some trouble and got caught? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think I need to say it. Yeah,
Well, yeah, baseless slander indeed. Except baseless. I don't know. Question mark. Roman, it sounds like you're trying to make a fuss.
ooh,
Angela, don't
okay,
forget
yeah.
you can, if you would like, try to intervene to help. Um, you can also, I think I played it before where you can wait until after the roll and make that decision. I know Casey, you are rolling physical dice,
Yep,
and that is a-okay. So let us
sweet.
know.
So
You're
with
rolling. So make a fuss
ooh,
is rolling with mania.
sweet, perfect. So that'll be a -1 for me.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
Ooh, no, we're all good, man. That'll be a 5.
Oh my. Yeah. So that is a miss, and unfortunately, with intervene, you can only give a +1 to their roll. So that is just a straight up miss. And Diego says, "Okay, man, I'm listening. Where is this archangel?"
Basilica.
You think I didn't know that, man? They're crawling around there. You might as well give up on Paz, man. Maybe you can find some other possum.
All right, well, if I get him out of there, are you gonna come looking for him?
If you get him out of there, no, I'll let it go because obviously he's luckier than I thought. And you're a lot tougher than I thought. I tell you, man, you can find better pack mates.
Maybe, but these are the ones I've got.
They don't deserve you, man. And they click. That's it. Like, that's the
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Sorry. Dice didn't
Oh,
love you.
this shit happens, man.
Diego made a smart choice. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Anela, your eagle ears, not sharp as your eyes, but you overheard Diego politely decline to help you guys steal away who he thought was just Paz, but you know is Paz and Carmen.
I mean, I can't blame him technically. Uh, let's see. Okay, so let's see. I imagine it's like pull up to outside the Basilica in our taco truck. Is that right?
Yeah, if you're okay with that, like that's my framing. I was imagining that's where you're headed.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Would it be possible for me to observe it's like this as a charge situation from a
I
distance?
would imagine that it's a charged situation. It seems like you could observe it from a distance since you're down there and they're way up there.
Yeah, let's see. Uh, it's like okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That would be it's like okay,
Just so
so
we're
roll is
check, I want
down.
to check in. This is a totem move. So are you transforming?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like I think I'd it's like yeah, I would have to. Oh, it's like
There are other buildings around near the basilica, so you could transform um summon your Nahual, fly up and observe from there. I think cinematically that looks interesting to me or sounds cool.
Yeah, I can do that. Since this is a pretty dire situation, I'll actually go ahead and just like consume a stimulant.
Okay, so you consume one of your hearts of the earth, and I see we crossed out the totem mask, isn't that right? Like no totem mask?
Yeah.
Oh man, so one stress for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll have one heart of the earth left.
See. Yep. So I'll go ahead and it's like let's see. Yeah, okay. So it's like mark stress because I don't have my it's like mask. It's like I do consume my heart of the earth. Okay, yeah. And then it's like, yeah. So uh
So close to filling that stress track, you're doing it.
it's like let's see. It's like, yeah, so I'll go ahead and it's like, yeah, so on Hello World, it's like go ahead. It's like sort of it's like discreetly it's like exit the taco truck and it's like ascend to it's like better vantage point and it's like observe.
Cool.
Roll
You
with
observe a
its
charged situation, roll with instinto.
yep. Let's see. Is my dice gonna fail me?
Hope so. I mean, I'm pulling for you.
Ah, that is an 8. Okay.
Hey, an eight, that's a success. I'm not pulling against you. I'm literally a fan of your characters.
Yep.
The rules say so.
Let's see. So before it's like okay. So I'm also it's like going to it's like mark an extra it's like stress before that to identify a hidden weakness or flaw.
Ooh, fun.
That also maxes out my stress bar again.
Smart. Cool. When you fill up your stress, you immediately clear it and mark a condition.
Yep. 2 of 3 conditions already. I'm doing it.
You're insecure and haunted. How does this moment on Hello when you're up on that roof watching the angels flying around like buzzards circling a carcass, knowing that Carmen and Paz are inside, helpless question mark? How does that make you feel insecure?
It's like I think she's trying to push out of her head, but she's it's like but I think it's like she's it's like having it's like not quite flashbacks, but she is being it's like reminded essentially of like the whole incident, I think. And it's like not the entire incident, but like flashes of it's like the incident that led to Raul's death. It's like at the
Mm,
hands of Carmen, it's like don't worry about it, but
You
ouch.
mean the hands of what's our
yeah, I think
Inez?
it's oh yeah, Inez, yeah. And it's like I think it's like as much as she's it's like focusing on the situation, it's like I think like it's like from her point of view, she sees like brief flashes of like the it's like the environment of the basilica is suddenly it's like momentarily overlaid by like the layout of it's like of the incident where angels are basically being replaced by it's like where she is like and angels briefly flash it's like as it's like Rodrigo's it's like men and everything and she it's like it's like and it's like it's like it's like and then it's like her perception goes back to normal and then another flash of like the way they circle around it's like the two and everything the way that like
Oof.
perhaps Carmen was it's like perhaps like it's like in the way that like Carmen almost circles prey before she pounces.
Oh. Now I'm imagining Carmen pouncing on anything. That's great. I like it. You have two
Or I'm
holds.
sorry, not Carmen, but I mean Inez. Yep.
Okay, it's like a
Yeah,
monkey
that's
who's
it.
just like hitting it with a rock, I guess. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Inez when it's
Hey,
like she's in her panther form.
I've seen Nope. It could happen. Anyway, by the way, strong recommend on the movie Nope. It is pretty great. Okay, you have two hold at during the situation. You can spend your hold one for one to do a bunch of amazing things.
Yep, and it's like, but for the moment, it's like I mark stress to identify a hidden weakness or flaw in the situation I'm observing.
Ooh, yes, a hidden weakness or flaw. you you watch for some time, and I have an idea for a weakness or flaw, but I want to cut to Roman first just to cover that time that you're watching. Roman, you know that this close to the basilica, if your taco truck stays there for too long, that some cop's going to come by and pester you. So, what is it you want to do? Angela ditched and flew away, just leaving you all alone. But no,
Yeah,
you guys are in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
So, what do you want
I
to do?
think put the truck somewhere close where it's a little bit more inconspicuous and wait for orders from Angela.
Wow, very, very. That's awesome. Great. I love that. So you, yeah, you park and wait for a bit, and I'm just wondering if anyone would bother you. I think.
I mean, I can be waiting for instructions while also like walking the block if that makes your job easier, right? Like
Oh,
out on the prowl, taking a look at the perimeter, just seeing what's going on, waiting on that update from Angela. Doesn't matter to me none really.
this part of Zona Central, it's like while it's a downtown area of Durango City, there are so many walkways. And
Mm.
so it's easier for you to park. You do have to walk a couple of blocks, but you can find a place to park and walk a couple of blocks. And as you're making your way around, you see that the basilica, there are lights shining up on it. It is one of the most beautiful buildings in all of Durango City. There are a number of people who just outside will leave little gifts near the basilica. There are people who come in and they pray, or they'll actually go into the basilica to pray for deliverance, for the wishes that they have. They offer up their prayers and thankfulness, that then powers this place. And you see that there are dozens of angels that fly around the two towers of the basilica. It is a hornet's nest. You can see now, here this evening, why Diego immediately said a hard no to what you asked of him. Um, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I just wanted to make sure we had both actors there. So I'd like to slip back to Paz and Carmen. The two of you have been bound. You're on this dais. You hear the constant prayer. It's a prayer that never ends. That occasionally voices will fail and others will speak up to carry it. It fades into just this rhythmic beat of praise from these people who this seems to be hours upon hours of their life. And the elite angels have ignored you, secure in the lashings that have fastened you, that Federico put on you, the chains that hold you down. What do you do?
Well, Paz, what is your plan?
Paz is very much waiting for Federico to come back to potentially this hard negotiation.
Okay, cool.
That's essentially what Paz is waiting for.
Excellent. You are idle for feels like a very long time. Your limbs start to ache from being held in the same position for too long. And then the doors reopen. Federico flies back to the two of you. The elite angels who are nearby stand at attention, offering him the honor as he lands bare feet near the two of you. Gabriel is pleased. Where are the tools?
Seeing at Federico, I think we can really help each other out in this situation.
And how, pray tell, Possum, can you possibly help me?
Well, you want the tools back? You've made that pretty clear yourself. And and I think Paz is going to basically going to whisper so just Federico and Carmen can hear them. And you've I've heard of you, Federico. I know you're standing pretty up there on the ladder. You took a lot of work and hard effort to get there. But don't you want something more? Why, well, why settle for just an elite angel? I personally think that Archangel Federico has an instinct to it.
Ah, that's delicious. There's he is used to fawning praise, but it does seem to strike just a little chord with him, the idea of Archangel Federico. Did you know that the people here believe that a possum stole fire for them?
I might have heard a thing or two here and there.
Mm. We, of course, have done our best to squash such pitiful beliefs from the people here, to teach them the true light of heaven. You, though, you're a remnant of what we destroyed. But you recognize my place in the order of things. I guess the possums are not completely inept. You can at least recognize your betters. So, other than your praise, which I do appreciate, help me understand what is it that you can offer me in this helping each other out. I'm sure that you just want your pitiful life.
Well, I would very much like to keep both my and my friend's life intact. I do think we might be able to help you elevate yourself to the position of an archangel. And you might not think much of us, but we've created the perfect set of circumstances for you to achieve such a rank, and you'll need us if you wish to see it through.
And he smacks hard. Uh, Go ahead and get hit hard. This
Okay.
is an elite angel. Um, he is a level 4.
Um,
You are currently in Novato stage. You're not actually transformed, but I'll be nice and say
yeah.
you're at a level 1. So this is, gosh, I guess it would be one deadly harm coming your way from this smack as you feel your neck kind of snap hard. But you
All
get to
right.
get hit hard. Unfortunately, I think you have no armor, so
No.
you will need to roll flat. On a hit, you get to reduce your harm, the harm you mark by 1 level.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 7.
Okay. On a hit, reduce the harm you mark by 1 level. On a 7 to 9, the Marakame also chooses one. You lose control of your Nahual momentarily. You mark a condition of your choice. You give your opposition an advantage or opportunity. He's going to have you mark a condition. He did the Marakame, I guess.
So instead of a dead, it would be one heavy.
Correct. Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying. Instead of one deadly, it is one heavy, as he literally smacks you so hard that you see starlight in heaven for just a single moment. Then he leans down and says, Possum, I am not the fire you can steal. You insult me and my brethren and sisters with your talk of treachery. And then he snatches you by the chains and grabs you, Carmen, as well. His wings flap heavily, and he carries the two of you up out of this area to the top of. You can see dang it, the two little things there. What are the very, very tippity tops? And sets either of you. There's a cross there, right? He sets the chains of you to where both of you hang off. You're hundreds of feet in the air, and he just flaps his wings to hover in front of you. Anila, you see this. What is a weakness? Right now, Federico is all by his lonesome. As you see the other angels, they spread wider. He keens some noise to them in an angelic language, and they give him space. The wind here is very loud in your ears. Carmen, you just saw Federico smack the living shit out of Paz, and now it's grabbed the two of you up and has you dangling over. Like, if this chain link were to break, you would fall to your death. What do you do?
I think first of all, Carmen's just gonna be gonna be like gonna. I think Carmen's like little like thing with to pause as this is happening is just that they have like apparently he has no ambition. That was your first mistake, I guess, on that one.
Yes, it went much better in my head.
Oh God. That is the question. What can I do? I mean, I still wearing my mask, I'm assuming.
He didn't strip it off of you, no.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'm still wearing my mask, I don't know how feasible it is for me to uh eat any stimulant though while I'm up here, so I don't think
Yeah.
that's gonna be a possibility. But why not try to use my Nahual again here, just to figure out some way of getting out of this,
Okay.
or
So let's
yeah,
talk for a moment. There
yeah,
are You can unleash your Nahual. If you
yes,
unleash, you can summon your Nahual, which is transform into a stage you control.
yeah.
You can also unleash your Nahual, which is very dangerous, but allows you to push yourself over your highest stage of control. You have to mark a condition when you do it, and you
Done,
have to roll.
done.
Okay.
I'm taking that. Absolutely, I am restless.
Okay. Cool.
You promised me a condition, and I'm all about that.
Okay. So, unleashing your Nahual, you would spend your enhancers, but unfortunately, we just established you can't. So you
Yep.
just roll flat. On a hit, you do it. So instead of being a level 1, you'd be at the level 2. On a
Hmm.
7 to 9, you have to mark another condition.
Oh heck yeah.
On a 12 plus, you transform to an even higher stage, but your Nahual gets out of control.
That's okay. If I go monkeying about, I go monkeying about.
This sounds great. I am here for this. Please roll flat and let us see how this goes.
I gotta go find. Oh my
I
God!
just
Every
got a good
time.
look at the avatar that the dive rolling room assigned to pause, and it amuses me. The like two eye thing.
Oh, amazing. All right. And let's do this here. You know, so use just flat 2 dice. Give me those 2 dice and roll. That is a 7.
Ooh, 7. Exciting. So you do it. You have to mark a condition.
Where is my character keeper? There it is. Right. So let's do
You can be
this.
insecure or shaken because I think you're already restless.
Yep, I'm already restless because I already marked one condition, so I get another condition, which I will take. Shaken. I'm just all sorts of antsiness.
It's weird that you can't take stirred, but okay. You are now at aprendiz, the second stage of nahuality. Um, you can mark stress to make an impossible jump. You can make a tool appear in your hand. You can safely parkour yourself across a dangerous battlefield. Those are things you can do by just spending a stress. You don't have to roll. You channel those abilities and you do the thing.
Well, I already know I'm going to, of course, being obsessed with always tinkering with things, I will definitely summon some tools into my hand here for this moment here. But let's see here. But I want to see psychometry. No, I might want to do psychometry first and then tinker, just to kind of. Yeah, I think I want to do that because I want to examine something interesting here, which is technically these chains.
Ooh, okay. Excellent.
So before I even summon my little things here, I want to do that.
Okay. Then you're using psychometry. You closely examine something interesting. Roll with instinto.
Which. Oh, actually, I have a good. I forgot. I'm the one who has instincto, not pause. Right. That was the thing. It's all right. That's a 10. See.
Amazing.
Let's see. On a hit, you can ask the mark me question. On a 10, I get to ask 3. Okay. Well, the first thing is, you know, I think the first thing I have to know is because I'm going to be tinkering around with these here chains and such, is what makes these things tick?
These
How,
chains that are around you and your packmate Paz are not really metal. Federico's golden chains are forged from condensed vows, promises sworn by angels at the beginning of time, hammered into form and polished until they shine like sunlight. Each link looks alive and swirling like liquid gold on the surface, but underneath, when you look closely, when you use your psychometry, you can hear ancient declarations. I will obey. I will hold the shape of the world steady. I will bind.
okay. I think the first thing before I go to my last question is how can I improve these vows to, in a sense, to make sure that they, whatever I intend to do with them, that they're of the best quality.
Well, they are very strong. They have been around for thousands of years. The vows are not built to be broken, but other vows could possibly be added to them.
All right. And then my final question is how can I make this thing, aka these lovely chains and everything, um, bend to my will in a sense of tinkering?
Yeah. Uh,
Considering
if
I will be summoning my heavenly tools.
if you were to use the hammer of dawnlight to repair these chains, you could amend the vows to add vows that you see fit.
Yep, I already know exactly what I want to do then.
If you fail,
It's gonna hurt.
it's going to be bad.
It's not gonna be a great time.
So,
But who cares?
pause. You see Carmen's body grow and shift, and you see that she's unleashed her Nahual to a state you've never quite seen. She looks more inhuman than ever before. Federico doesn't seem to care because Federico's assuming that these chains will do their job as he looks at you and says, I thought you were clever. Why would you possibly suggest such a thing in an open forum in front of my lessers?
Well, as my friend mentioned, I thought you would be a bit more ambitious, seeing as how easily
Don't
you just
deny
throw.
you perhaps have understood me more than the others, Possum. But decorum. Perhaps a trash animal like you wouldn't understand that. You see, I'm going to have to kill you now. Not right this moment, but very soon, because any amity between us will be seen as improper. That said, perhaps we can still find some way to serve each other. What is it that you wanted to do for me? How can you help me to ascend to an archangel status? Oh, by the way, I will kill her if you don't tell me.
Well, and you can correct me if I'm wrong about any of this. I guess I'm not too knowledgeable about your whole angel deal, to be quite frank with you. But seeing as how there's always been so few archangels, I was always under the impression that unless one of them happens to bite the dust, another one cannot take their place. And seeing how Gabriel is missing the tools, is vulnerable, has shown weakness, is that you can use the situation to get rid of Gabriel and ascend to their position instead.
Yes, yes, yes. We are all aware there are only 7 archangels, that only one may ascend if another is fallen. These are all elementary. You're not telling me how things work, Paz. Perhaps you're
Yeah.
stumbling into discovery. I can't. So, we've established this as fact. What is it you offer up to me that can cause Gabriel to fall?
Quite easy. You let us go. Gabriel will be forced to track us down, and we can take care of Gabriel for you.
You can take care of Gabriel. Let's pause for a moment, Possum. Let me play that back for you. You, your perro friend, that monkey, a jaguar, and an aguia. The 5 of you, can take care of Gabriel.
It took less than that to really get run over to them.
I thought perhaps we were near some kind of actual arrangement, but you're offering me something that you cannot possibly give, Possum.
I'm not too sure about that. Aren't you You may not know this about me. I actually assume you pretty much do. If you will not do, but I'm a bit of a gambler. I like my odds, like my chances, and personally, I think my odds are quite high.
Mm, mm. Answer me this, possum. Which do you want to lose first, your tongue or your eyes? We'll cut from that
I, I
moment.
think the only thing possible just to say is, did anyone ever mention that you're a bit of a dick?
Sweet. So we will cut away from that to Angela. You have made your observations. You see that Federico is talking to Carmen and Paz. That Carmen has shifted into a state of nahuality. Angela, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I can probably see from my position that it's like Carmen is up to something and pauses talking. Um, let's see. I think, hmm, I want to spend as like one of my hold to create an opening or opportunity for an ally, or it's like for an ally to, it's like escape. It's like not necessarily escape from, it's like the scene, but to at least escape from this situation.
Okay.
Let's see. Uh, yeah. Um, And I think I'm going to do that with, let's see. Oh, it's gonna be, it's like, and that's gonna be pretty terrible of me. Yeah, I think it's like I'm going to, it's like make that happen by spinning my other hull to cross the distance to any character outside of, it's like my reach before anyone has, it's like time to adjust or react. And it's like, I'm gonna try to assail Federico in order to provide that opportunity. It's like our opening to escape. Would that be feasible?
Of course, you got the hold. You made the look. Angela can do a thing. So I am excited how that will go. I'm also curious how that will line up with Carmen summoning a tool. This is gonna be wild. How does Roman help you here,
See.
Angela?
I don't know if Ramon can, but I do. It's like basically sort of it's like I think it's like it's like Roman has a better sense of it's like carrying than I do. And I think it's like Roman is it's like generally used to my tactic of basically waiting and observing and then striking when I it's like see or want to present an opportunity. So
Okay.
I don't know if he'll be able to help me, but I think he'll at least be able to hear when I'm acting. Let's see. And then to assail someone. When you assail someone with violence, roll with garra. Okay, this is like, can't wait for this to go terribly. That's a 6.
Oh my.
Question.
Yes.
Would, in this situation, specific situation, could Paz use intervene to help Angela? Because Federico's attention is at the moment squarely placed on Paz.
Yes. That makes perfect sense to me. So when you intervene in another PC's action, mark stress to give them -2 or +1. So if you mark stress, then
Right.
Federico is sufficiently distracted to allow that 6 to become a 7.
All right. Then I'll mark one stress, and I think the weight looks like it's basically just Paz just running their mouth to Federico.
Yeah, and I think on Hella's part, it basically it's kind of like one. It's kind of like the way of like when it's like a bird of prey basically suddenly it's like dives and swoops, and so basically, and so I think essentially we don't even cut over to on Hella. It's just basically the camera is still on. It's like Federico. It's like holding. It's like Carmen and Paz while it's still exchanging. It's like failed negotiations and everything, and then suddenly Angela is like swoops in and it's like essentially and it's like assails him. It's like from above.
Nice, nice. So, so I'm clear. Assails Federico or assails the. I just want to make sure what is Angela's target. You have a success.
Definitely
So
Frederico, because Frederico's the one holding the two of them, right? And I'm doing this to also provide an opportunity for it's like them to escape or advance.
okay, cool. Uh, Carmen, you had used your psychometry, learned a bit about the chains that are binding you. What is it that you see a moment in the clouds? You see this angelic. No, 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 that's not an angel. That's Angela.
We're in trouble.
What is it you wish to do as you see that Angela is descending here, throwing caution to the wind, coming to try to aid you? What do you wish to do?
Well, I now wish to start my tinkering as I'm going to summon the heavenly tool that Rodrigo wants to know about so badly.
It will cost you one stress, but
Yeah.
because you are level 2 aprendiz, you can do that, and you have not even an improvised material. This is the actual genuine article to create something. So spend that stress and roll plus mania as his eyes will light up with genuine surprise when the hammer of dawnlight appears in your hand.
That is a 12.
Oh my goodness. That's
Unfortunately, the thing only goes up to 10.
on a on a yeah, when you use materials to act quickly to create a complex object or device, roll with mania. On a 10 plus, you choose one. And what is it that you have created?
uh, let's see here. There's a few different things I thought, but I thought one of the things was altering the vows because these vows are already kind of like really good at kind of restraining and holding. Um, but maybe they just need to be told what they actually need to restrain and hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking, having it thoroughly kind of and while we're still kind of at least being able to hold on to it. So Frederico will be a good way of, preventing us from falling at the moment. Uh, thoroughly lashing around Frederico and considerably being like a bow constrictor in a way around him.
So you use the hammer of dawnlight to perhaps add a vow to the chains along holding Federico specifically, or
Oh,
if
no,
it
holding angels in general. Because hey, after Frederico, I might need this for something later on.
clever, clever. Okay, that is fantastic.
And
Yeah.
choose one. It's not going to be fragile. No, no, no. Uh, I don't want it to be hard to handle because I need this to deal with angels. So I guess the angels will just have to deal with the loud noise of, oh gosh, what kind of annoying noise can these vows be making that angels
The vow
absolutely hate?
itself, it's like you can tell this vow in particular is it's like affixed in by it's like Carmen because the vow is it's like itself is just spoken very loudly compared to the silent chants.
I like
Yes.
that. Yes.
And there's no denying this is Carmen's voice. Anyone who knows Carmen will know that Carmen's vow has been added to these chains that will bind angels. Yes.
What better way to annoy angels than my own voice? I mean, what?
Noisy as hell. Hell being the operative word for angels. That's fantastic. Okay. So, Angela, you dive in and clip Federico, causing him enough pain to distract him, gaining your allies, your pack mates a moment. That's when Carmen produces the Hammer of Dawnlight, yells out a vow, and hits her own chains. They leap, like each link disengages from you, Carmen, and reforms as chains to wrap around Federico. Now, I'm I'm going to say that with a 12 plus, if you want to also define this for pauses chains, even though they are technically two different sets of chains, I'm willing to extend that for the unmaking here of those, so reforging, I guess. Um, so those chains also leap off of pause. The two of you now are no longer suspended on the cross, on those either sides of the cross. You're agile enough. I'm sure Possum can wrap his tail around it or whatever you think is interesting. But yeah, you are now free, and those chains wrap tight around Federico, twisting up his wings. He falls onto. If you look there, there's the apex. There's the slanted air. He slams onto the roof and slides off, squalling and angelic curses at you and falling down towards the ground. He's not going to die. That would be an end to his shame. So why would we allow that to happen? And just before we take our mid-game bio break, Angela, Carmen, and Paz are now no longer bound by the chains. They're no longer threatened by Federico. How is it that you want to get them out of here? What does that look like? What do you say to them?
Um, I don't think I say anything. I think I whistle for Roman.
Nice. Nice. She's saving the lecture for later, I'm sure. Excellent. Um, so to be clear, like I imagine, Anhala, you've got the ability to grab them because you can travel pretty much anywhere, right? So did you want to travel to Roman using your Aguila powers, or did you want Roman to try to get through the basilica? Because that seems like it's going to be very challenging for poor Roman. I know you guys
Yeah.
don't care about the amount of pain he takes, but I just want to point it out to you just in case.
Yeah, I think I can see where it's like whistle for it's like Roman to basically it's like start the taco truck, get the it's like cacao dodge, and then I'll it's like and it's like and then it's like yeah, it's like basically it's like it's like assuming it's like, well, I don't know how it's like Willing, Paz, and it's like Carmen, it's like are, but basically it's like I want to it's like bring the three of us, so it's like back over to the relative safety of the taco truck as it's like with Roman at the wheel. Does that sound it's like good to it's like the rest of you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That seems like the perfect point for our mid-game bio break, so let us do that. We'll pause here. So, Roman, you receive communication from Angela telling you to get the taco truck started. And then moments later, the three of them appear in the back as you are pulling out of Zona Central. Where do you want to go? And boy, they sound they Carmen's real big.
Funny. Um, so question, did Frederico like fall all the way to the ground?
That is correct.
Are they being assisted at this point, or are they vulnerable? Like, could I swing back past the front of the basilica and throw them into the taco truck?
That would be that would be crazy. I think that if you want to pull off such a thing, you're gonna have to do something. What would that be? I think if you want to grab him and get out of the way, you're gonna have to avoid trouble, right? Riding up on them before anyone reacts to this spectacle is a thing, but yeah, that is pretty great. Let's see if you could do that. So let's see if you can use your quick thinking to avoid any further danger. Roll with instinto.
Ooh, okay, all right.
I know you're like I have a good idea.
Oh,
Oh, not the one who should do
brutal.
it.
Even off the best stat, that's a five.
Okay.
Ow.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Ow.
brutal.
yeah, the good news is that is your third XP. So you
Ooh,
get
yeah.
an you get an advance. Do you want to take a totem move or take a +1 to any stat up to a max of +3?
A good question. I'll probably take the totem move.
I'll mark that for now, but if you decide to change your mind when you have a chance to read over stuff, feel free. Okay?
Cool.
So it's
Yep.
marked on the character keeper now. And I reset your XP to 0.
Or you should get Instincto so you stop getting fives.
I mean, it still only would have been a six. Um,
But but you know what? Somebody could assist you to a 7 at that point.
fair
That's his
enough.
best stat, man.
I
He's very
know.
instinto. Awesome. So you pop up onto the curb and start heading towards the grass where Federico is struggling with the chains. Um, and that's when you see a pair of elite angels descending from on high, flying down to try to swoop up Federico. You have a choice here. This is your miss, right? It's a hard choice. You can try to grab Federico, but these elite angels will see it, be on your tail, and heaven help you. Um, or you can let it go, and they will be so focused on Federico, you guys get away clean.
The way I see it here, Roman. This is between you and me, Roman, in your head. Two elite angels
This
means
is the voice of
more
God.
taco meat.
This is the voice of God. You should do it.
Well, we certainly couldn't. We certainly couldn't deny the voice of God, could we?
So it sounds like you are going for it. And despite
Yeah.
the threat
Good.
of two elite angels, you want to snatch a bound Federico because he will make some mighty fine taco meat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you pull up, you guys grab Federico. Angela, are you in on this? Because Federico's struggling. It'd probably take two of you to snatch the big angel up and throw him in the.
Yeah, probably. We are now Taco Federico for a week. Let's see. It's like, okay, so at this moment, it's like I'm probably still falling with Carmen and Paz, I'm guessing.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Would I be
actually, I
able
was
to?
imagining you either flew away with them or you did your cool eagle thing and like was in the truck because you went
Okay, yeah, that
alone.
makes sense. Um, Hold on, can I first clarify the stress I get from Eagle Wings? So I mark one stress to instantly, it's like travel to taco truck. I mark an extra stress to bring a few allies. The ones that I bring with me also has to mark a stress as well to complete the trip. But if they can't mark stress for any reason, I can mark it for them instead.
Carmen and Paz, will you be marking that stress?
Yeah, I'll be marking it.
You can take my stress.
And it's like you're eating it's like your stress pause.
Yep, I was gonna eat that stress.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to clarify on that to see how close I am to losing control of my it's like Nahual.
I had to give it to you. You can take my stress.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. It's like, yeah, it's like, let's see. Yeah, I think I would like to. It's like go ahead and help out it's like Roman with this. Sarah. Ooh, can I mark a stress too? It's like no, actually that's not quite there yet. Let's see. I don't think I'm at enough of a distance to observe this situation, am I?
No, you're kind of all up in this. Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, it's like, yeah. It's like, how could I possibly, it's like help, it's like Roman, it's like here.
Just so we're clear, I don't expect you to engage a move. I'm just
Yeah,
we're fulfilling the choice from your failed roll by Roman.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, if Roman wants to, yeah, if Roman wants to, it's like basically, it's like, commit to the thing of, it's like trying to scoop up Frederico, then it's like, yeah, it's like assist him with that.
sweet. So you guys grab Federico. The golden chains tinkle as you hear Carmen's vow loudly that they must capture angels and toss Federico into the back of the taco truck. Roman, you quickly jump behind the wheel, take off with the doors flapping as one elite angel grabs one of the doors, wrenches it off. But then you guys are taking off into the city streets. These elite angels are attempting to chase after you. Roman, what would you like to do?
Oh, man.
Actually, let me take a moment. There are a couple ways we could go at this. One is series of rolls trying to get away from the angels, but it sounded like what you wanted to do was maybe hunt these angels, lure them away to try to take them down. Correct?
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking.
I am very interested in the Angalero trade because is a specific move you could engage here. I want to make sure we're clear on it before we go there because you're not set up for a great deal of success in your current predicament. But when you lead a pack to hunt angels on your turf, you roll with questions. If you are let's see, not hunting your turf, then you mark stress to choose a strategy, roll with the appropriate stat. On a hit, you find a flock of angels and enact your plan, seize the benefit of your strategy. I'm on the Angalero trade tab. I know you may not have that with you, Casey, so I'm trying to read it aloud. So,
Oh, I can see the
oh,
PDF, so
oh, you
I
got it.
got you on
Oh,
that.
rock
Yep.
on! Awesome, awesome. So, where you are in hunting turfs is you're at Federico's turf. You're basically near Church Row and the Basilica. So, if you wanted to do this, then whoever's leading this pack, sounds like Roman, marks a stress, chooses a strategy, and rolls with the appropriate stat. On a hit, then these angels, uh, you enact your plan, you seize the benefit of that strategy. On a 7 to 9, the risk of your strategy comes to bear as well. On a miss, things go south and you find yourselves at the mercy of that faction. The faction in this particular turf is the Angels of the Church. So it's risky, but exciting. So, what would Roman like to do? Do you want to engage that not hunting in your turf move?
Mm.
Oh, there are hunting strategies. So prowling is maña, baiting is barrio, flushing is garra, and calling is instinto. So prowling, you sneak ahead alone to ensure the first kill. The benefit is that you automatically kill an angel. The risk is you're separated from the pack and surrounded by enemies. Baiting, you act as bait to lure the angels to feed on your faith so that other hunters can ambush them. Benefit is the angels are surrounded. They can't escape without creating opportunity first. Risk is the angels get a shot at you before your pack can react. Flushing, you can make a show of force to scare the angels toward other hunters. The benefit is the angels are disoriented. You all get +1 ongoing for the rest of the hunt. The risk is all but 3 of the angels escape. And calling, instinto, you use your Nahual to attract the angels with illusory images and sounds. The benefit is the angels are beguiled by the illusions. Treat your threat level as 1 level higher for the rest of the hunt, but the risk is you also attract another dangerous threat to the area. They're all pretty interesting. Calling is what you have the highest benefit with your +2.
Yeah,
But hey, you can go with any of those. Some of them seem a little less narratively to fit with where we're at right now, but I'm okay with tweaking it a little bit to fit.
sure. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I would go with calling anyways.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I
Okay.
don't want to get the if the how does the table feel about it, I guess. I don't want to get us into a whole shit. Yeah, I knew Clarice was going to give me that look. Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I do also have occult knowledge that I can use by tracking my, it's like by taking my eagle's nest too, if that helps in any way.
And if anyone wants to intervene to help with this role, you're part of the pack doing this thing, so that is perfectly
Sweet.
okay. So you will, Roban, need to mark stress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't been marking stress. I don't think you've marked stress up to this point. Have
I'm
you?
up to 3.
Okay, I'm going to update the character keeper. So I have
Perfect.
forgotten that I should also help you with that. Okay, roll with instinto.
Oh boy, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo!
An 8 on a 7 to 9. Um, the risk of your strategy comes to bear as well as the benefit. So the angels are beguiled by your illusions. What does a perro's illusions that distract or attract these angels? What is the illusory images and sounds that you summon forth, Roman, as you are driving haphazardly through the city trying to get out of Zona Centro?
Yeah, I think we have to have like a speaker system of some kind, right? So Roman is just like howling into that. Um, and yeah, the noise of a rabid Nahual is disorienting the angels, and that sort of thing.
Awesome. So then the benefit is that all of you get to treat this your threat level as one level higher for the rest of the hunt. The risk is you also attract another dangerous threat to the area. I want to take pause for just a minute in this very exciting scene to say, because you're talking about the speakers, let me tell you a very brief story. When I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, the area that I lived in Orange Park, there was an ice cream truck that would come around every day around 3 o'clock. Kids got out of school.
Hmm.
They played a song to attract all of the children to run down the street with their parents' money to buy ice cream. That song, for some unknown reason, was La Cucaracha, Mexican song about a cockroach, drawing people to an ice cream truck. So anyway, you as the perro call forth, you beguile these angels with these illusions, and they are attracted and also perhaps a little terrified by you because you get to act as one level higher, and you've attracted another dangerous threat to the area. And I think that the dangerous threat will reveal itself as things are going on. Sorry, I just see Fumi's chat message. That's great. So you've already lost a door. But I'm sure you could pick one up in the junkyard. You live in a junkyard. There's probably plenty of van doors, maybe. But Roman, you make that move. No one has to assist you. The angels now are trying to uh, stop the vehicle, even though they are a little more tentative. Federico is calling, screaming for aid, demanding as they're better that they work to save him. Carmen, what are you doing? You imagine you're in the back of the taco truck, right? Getting bounced around a little bit, not a whole lot of room. You've got a Federico there. You pause, Angela, the door's wide open. Ramon's up front. What is it that you're doing, Carmen?
Actually, first of all, I think because like usually how Carmen works is kind of actually playing off of pause in general. So what's pause doing actually? Because I tend to love to play off of pauses things.
All right, so First things first, I think like when Federico starts just barking, that Paz is just going to. We have to imagine we have some like produce in the box. So Paz is just going to like take like an onion and just shove it in Federico's mouth to get him to shut up. And then we'll look to Roman and Angel like, right, so what's the plan here exactly? We've got a flock of angels coming at us.
The 3-for-1 special, pause.
Right, okay. Anything specific you want me to do, Roman, or can I just do my own thing?
Oh. As long as your own thing is killing one of those angels, you can do whatever you want.
Right, I'll see what I can do. And I think it's at this moment, for the first time in the game, that Paz is going to unleash their Nahual.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just
Ooh.
check. Continue to. Eventually, you press over your has mark a condition in the door. Or not unleash, it's summon, isn't it? I always
So
get
there's summon and unleash. Unleash has a role to it. Summon is just do you consume an enhancer, do you mark stress? Or do you have your
uh,
mask? Do you consume an enhancer? Those are the two questions for summoning your Nahual.
yeah, I think I'm gonna summon manual. I was thinking about that one, but forgot what it was called. But I did remember that unleash manual was a move, just forgot which one of the two. Okay, so I think Paz is going to summon the owl, and I do imagine that Paz like always carries around the owl mask with them, because we never really know when you might need to just play dead. And
Good. You're summoning your Nahual to play dead?
oh, not yet.
Okay.
Things are getting bad yet. Okay, so does Paz have the mask? And yeah, imagine Paz does. And does Paz use my enhancer? Does Paz have an enhancer? Check my gear. Yeah, I have two hearts of the earth. So given that we only have 2 sessions left, Paz is going to consume one of the hearts of the earth.
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah. So I guess the way this looks like is we see Paz just take out the general mask, like place it at the top of their head, takes out the heart of the earth, and I forgot what exactly it looks like. What exactly the heart of the
A
earth
heart
looks
of the
like.
earth is similar to peyote. It's actual mestizo, a cactus type thing.
Alright. Yes. Then Paz is going to just damage through one of the packets. It's going to take out the heart of the earth. Is just going to consume it before before just like placing the mask over their face. And we did that. So when you describe the angels that are chasing us,
Yes.
the is one of like you mentioned that one of them just tripped off one of the doors,
Hmm.
and is one of them like still grabbed onto the truck, or are they just
Yeah, I
flying
love the
behind?
idea of one of them like clinging onto the truck and is now trying to claw at the top of it.
All right, and I think what Paz is going to do is Paz is going to listen, like going to listen to the top. I'm going to bring attention to the top of the ceiling of the taco truck, and you're going to listen to the angel just like is moving about,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to try and pinpoint where the angel would be, and he's just going to take out the dead machete that he carried around, and he's going to try to stab through the seal through like the top of the taco truck into the angel at the top.
Sounds like you're trying to assail someone.
That makes the most sense in this situation. Since when you assess someone, då var står det vid gara.
Nope. Yes. Sorry, when you sell someone who is rolling with the carra.
Okay. And because I do have the afraid condition, I do get a -2 to my odds for the sell
Ouch.
someone. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, okay, so 2d6 -2. Let us check. Okay. That's a 1.
That's a one.
That's a 1.
Yeah, I think with you were hoping with the machete to attack the angel.
Essentially, what I was trying to do was listen to where the angel on the top of
And
the
then
tower
stab
might
up.
be and just stab up, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. And unfortunately, it went slightly awry. So you're waiting. Maybe you have a loose hold on the side. You don't want to touch that ceiling because it is trying to climb through. You reach up, stab with the machete, and when you do, and you hear the squeal. But then Roman takes a hard turn, and you lose your balance, tumble forward, and the last second before you are pitched out of the truck entirely, you are able to grab onto the bumper. And now you are being drug behind. Maybe you can skip up and hop or some. I'm not sure how you're going to manage that, but right now you're being drug by the truck.
I just want to mention that because Past did summon the owl, they did take like a person form. So imagine that instead of Past grabbing on with the dead arm, it's Past grabbing on with the dead possum tail.
So you have the positive tail.
Possum tail.
Awesome. Love it. That's good. That is fantastic. I wanted to point out I've added to the basic moves because I realized I hadn't added it to the basic moves. There is a move on the Nahual play materials called Fighting as a Pack. I just want to introduce it so that we're aware of it. If you have at least 3 PCs who formed a pack, with no more than one trait level of difference between the pack members, you can form a pack. When you form a pack, one member becomes the alpha. That alpha's effective threat level is +1. When the pack makes a move, the alpha rolls and the rest of the members mark 1 stress. And when the pack receives harm, players decide who is marking that harm. So I just want to make sure put that on the table. I think that's a super interesting combination of stuff that could obviate a whole bunch of roles because I don't want us to get lost in that. I do love where Pause has taken the machete attack. I think the machete is currently like wavering a little bit. You hear an angel screaming. There's a little bit of just this beautiful sunlight blood dripping down the machete. You guys know that it's a really good, like, just like a little appetizer sauce, a little sauce you could put. It's angel blood, just really good. There. So, pause is now hang on to the bumper for dear life. Roman, you're driving the van. This angel has now, who was on top and just got macheted, is now ripping a hole in the top of the van. Carmen or Angela, do either of you want to do something at this point?
You know, I will as much as they don't want to, as much as they know that they're still going to get a lecture anyway, I think Carmen is looking to Angela to see if Angela has anything that they think would be useful to be made for this situation. Because at the moment, I mean, I could just tinker with our stove here and that I've already tinkered with earlier and do something crazy with it. But I have a feeling that might not go over so well with Angela or
No, go
Roman.
ahead. It's not like Angela's is like quite in a situation to stop you anyway.
Oh, but hold on. But Roman is driving and is done with people fucking up. So as as you're looking to Angela and Paz is out the back of the truck, Roman is like, God damn it, Paz. Get him back in here, Carmen. I've had enough of this. And he's like, I'm trying to hit my wrath when you lash out against a pack member for an innocent mistake or a clumsy error. Uh,
You
That's
see,
great.
this wasn't the man's mistake. You're the
right.
one that took that turn.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love it. We got wrath. That's a wish that we've had for a bit. I'm very happy that you wrathfully
Yeah,
yelled at a pack
I found
member.
it. I'm going to use that to clear my stress track.
Okay.
Well, if I'm not going to be told no, and everything, is
Well, I mean, Ramon technically told you to go help Paz. It's like from swinging around the
that's
bumper.
not stopping me from what I want. It's no one said no to what I want, and what I want will work for that. So
So
I'm
it's like,
being encouraged, I think.
is this in a way refusing to meet your obligations or commitments in order to work on a project or research advice?
And that's exactly what it was. Because I've been obsessing about this idea for a while.
Nice.
And so I get an opportunity now. Um, and no one can say that they didn't give me permission. Technically. Oh, and also because I'm doing obsession, I can get rid of one of my conditions.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably taking advantage of Angela being the one trying to, it's like retrieve Paz.
I will now get rid of shaken then, because I am now just restless with my obsession here, and I want to tinker with my stove again, because I have plans with this thing,
Okay.
and I still have my nice hammer that I'm pretty sure a lot of angels would love for me to not have. Don't worry about it though. So let's first of all see how this roll goes. So that is 7. Thank God for the +2.
Wow.
Well, I already know what's going to happen. We this because because it's going to be noisy as hell. That's all. Everything I make is always noisy. It's just how it be.
It
But the
seems
thing's
like
also
Carmen's idiom.
yeah, it is, and this time it's going to be a little bit hard to handle because my intent here is to weaponize our stove in a way, in the sense of I'm going to give it kind of a sentient robotic kind of setup here, where it's gonna so it can be a little how should I put it? It's gonna. I want it to go like tussle with the angels to give to give everybody an opportunity to either get pause or take advantage of the angel that our stuff is having a tussle with.
That's wild. Um, so just to check it, this is a stove. You've given it a drive to capture angels. Is that
Yes,
okay?
I've given him technically a drive to cook angels.
Okay.
It is no going out there to get fresh supplies for itself.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Wow. Okay. I'm just seeing the webtoon of this game and Carmen's devices and it abuses me. So, Yeah, that. Sorry, just note in the Zoom chat. That is great. I think that a part of the stove unhinges with like a robotic arm to reach up towards the angel. And oh no, it just reaches, yeah, it reaches out and grabs Federico and slams it onto its top, its chest, and starts heating up immediately. So it is just flash frying Federico, who is bound in the chains that you have changed its vows. So he is letting out an unearthly scream. Um, Angela, it seems like Carmen is not helping you with pause.
She's used to it. It's like, yeah, it's like, go ahead and continue. I mostly, it's like just, it's like trying to, it's like help pause, not be drug around by it. It's like it's like by it's like at the end of it's like taco truck is all.
Cool. Yeah, I think Angela, if you give up your move, you can go grab pause, help pull them back into the taco truck. Roman, you are nearly out of Zona Central, heading towards a less populated area, and you see several black SUVs that look startlingly familiar from earlier tonight. They fall in behind you and are starting to gain. You see one of them actually nudge a small Adobe car out of the way. That is an SNL reference. Go look it up. Nudges an Adobe car out of the way, and they are closing on you from behind, Roman. As a reminder, this is the result of our move from hunting angels. In case you think that I am a terrible person, it's the rules. I'm just doing the rules. I'm a fan of your characters. This happens to be uh other dangerous threat to the area.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
It's
So Roman, Angela is helping out Paz. Carmen is working on the stove or something. An angel has ripped up a good bit of your roof. Another angel is now flying overhead and looks like they're waiting for a moment. Frederico is being cooked. What do you wish to do?
Hmm. I mean, I can't not drive the truck. Feels like if I stop driving the truck,
well,
things will get much worse.
I'll say this much, and everything. At some point or another, Roman, uh, Carmen was going to offer, "Hey, you're the muscle. How about I drive and you handle the situation?" But I don't
Sure.
know when
I
you
mean,
want to do that.
I mean,
That
if if Carmen is just standing back watching the stove do all of the work,
oh, absolutely. They're
then
not going to do anything else more than that.
sure, then we can definitely switch places.
Oh crap! I just realized you guys have a move. You could fuga right now.
I looked at that earlier, and it says when you like, it said I looked at it, but it says like
You're
when you
leaving a
flee
hot
a
spot.
hot spot. I thought maybe I just didn't bring it up, but
No, thank you for like thinking of other moves. But I I think it's interesting. Yeah, you have to clear a hotspot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I guess it doesn't. Ah, dang! It's such a cool, like exactly what this move is supposed to do. It just the trigger for it is so specific that it doesn't apply here because you're not
mm,
leaving a hotspot in a hurry. Okay,
mhm.
cool. Then I think you need to avoid trouble,
Okay.
which turns out you're not terrible at.
No, I'm not. All right, let's see how that goes then. Ooh, all right. That's like an 11. 10, 11. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, fantastic. Your reaction gets you through without consequences. What does it look like as you are able to evade these angels without consequences? Because like I'm gonna let you completely evade the angels, and then we'll have a conversation about the jackals, the narco, because it is a different threat, right? Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. As much as I want to combine them into the positive result, right? Like, oh, I just drive the angels at the narcos, and then we both get away. Um, but hmm,
Dang, that's interesting.
yeah, I think, oh man, as dumb of an idea as it is, I do think switching with Carmen, right? Being like, here, yeah. Like, you get out of the way, you take the wheel, get us out of here. You're gonna drive like a maniac, which is only gonna help us. Um, and then it's like turning around, maybe throwing the angel that's come through the thing out,
Yeah,
and then then the two angels that are chasing us are exterior to the truck, and some fancy driving or whatever might be able to get us out of here. Um, maybe we get an increase in the speaker volume, right? To maybe kind of cloud our like the using a tree branch to wipe your tracks out, right? Instead, it's just like the growling, snarling howls of the Pharaoh that's like echoing through the angels' mind now again. That like is
yeah.
confusing them.
And maybe they hear Federico like there's a point where he goes from screaming for help to just screaming his last echoes, all that you
Yeah,
guys have brought forth. Then these angels are like, hey, you know what? Maybe we just go. Maybe, oh,
right.
this is such a bummer. Oh man, it turns out he was a higher level than us, and now that position is open. What a shame.
Mm,
And the angels
yeah.
just peel off. And that is how you avoid trouble. And they definitely not just Federico dying, but I think also the din of noise that you were producing through
Mm.
the speakers contributed to. Yeah, maybe this isn't worth it. You know, it seems hard. Let's just go. We'll tell Gabriel on them.
Dope.
Great. Um, so Carmen, is it fancy driving that got you away, or is there some other way that you helped in this while you're driving? Just as a warning, the narcos are going to be firing upon you with automatic weapons any minute now.
Well, I will say my driving is always the same, no matter what that is, which is I like to go wild and crazy, and I like to also kind of do things like, oh hey, that person's stall right there looks like a really great ramp. I'm going to use that to just get some air. I don't care.
Man, this poor truck. Okay, sweet. You guys have been able to ditch the angels. You now have only one threat to deal with. They are firing at you. Angela, you see those black SUVs moving up as you're pulling paws up, and one guy leans out. He's got a machine gun, and he starts firing at you. What do, Angela?
Um, I think I'll it's like pass it over to it's like pause first if they want to do anything.
Ooh, yeah.
That might not be a good idea
Oh, I want to hear a
because
good idea.
I think upon like getting back in the truck and seeing that, okay, the angels have flown away. They've
Yes.
given up the chase, but we've still got some guys just following us and shooting at us for some reason. Perhaps going to the Vai. I think I imagine that the stove like that we have in the tank truck, I imagine that it's like gas. So Buzz is going to just take out a gas canister that we have to fuel the gas stove, and he's just going to chuck it at the black SUVs.
Wow, that's great.
And I think maybe as Buzz is just grabbing gas canister, but he'll like look up to probably the now burnt alive Federico and just say, You should have taken my deal. They always spun out.
Amazing. Are you, with this gas canister, trying to tick off Lucky here, perhaps?
I
Because
guess I guess I am because
you'd have to be really lucky
yeah.
for this to
Yeah.
help you avoid trouble. There are two of the SUVs chasing you, so let's see you roll with Manya instead of Instinto to avoid trouble.
That's +1. Okay, so 2d6 +1. Let's see. Oh, that's an 11.
Lucky
Okay.
indeed.
Wow. When you avoid trouble while transformed, roll with Manya instead of Instinto, and you do not roll a 9 or less. Therefore, your reaction gets through without consequences. Yeah, I think you toss out that gas canister and it bounces twice and then hits and for some reason explodes in a conflagration. The SUV swerves, the driver swerves, slams into the other black SUV, and both of them are out of action. And you guys drive off into the night. That is very lucky and kind of insane. I love that.
I guess as Bastions away from the explosion, just dusting off their hands, will just turn to until I just ask, so who were those guys anyway?
And then Inez texts. No, sorry.
And his text, everything's okay with Eve. Thanks for letting me bail.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Everything okay? Did you find the kids? Carmen, after the chase comes to a less than exciting end, where do you guys end up?
Well, where do we think we end up, everybody?
I mean, do you want to go back to your workshop or it's like, do we want to, it's like, or do we, do we
No,
want
no,
to
we
start
have to.
heading to a hot
Wait,
spot or
listen, we
something?
have fresh angel meat here. We gotta get selling right now before it starts losing some quality.
We have to butcher him first. So we'd have to go somewhere where I guess maybe if we could do that in a truck, but
Yeah, isn't it
It's
also the
fresh.
Dead of Night?
Well, see, the Dead of Night you can charge more because nowhere else is open at this hour.
That's funny.
Well,
I would
I guess,
love to engage the tablaria, the butchering. I think that would be super interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that at the junkyard? Is that where you have your butchering setup?
It's a good question. I mean, I do have, once again, this nice fridge for unique
yeah,
ingredients,
that's
so
true for sure. Yeah, I like that for sure.
Okay. So, when you butcher ordinary angels as your changarro to profit from their parts, you roll with questions. Is everyone helping with the butchery?
I mean, Carmen's definitely going to because it's Frederico, so
Yeah,
Carmen has some opinions of Frederico.
Pass as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Do
Yeah.
all butchers have it only one or fewer conditions marked?
Ha, no.
Okay, so
Oh
you don't get that
no.
+1. Did your hunt yield fewer than 3 angels? Unfortunately, yes, although it is
Yeah,
an elite angel, so yeah, but I still think that's a -1, so you're now at flat. Are
yeah.
you pressured to meet a deadline?
Yeah,
I,
with out
I,
of stock completely.
yeah, that is kind of a deadline, isn't it?
Okay, so it's a -1, so you're rolling 2d6 -1. Whoever wants to lead, it seems like Carmen's the most excited, but I am
Oh no, no,
Okay
no.
with everybody.
I insist Roman should do it. Since Roman's the one who decided we would take Federico.
No idea why the man would decide to do that.
All right. I'm good. Don't blame me though. No, with a -1,
Yes.
that's gonna be a 6.
And
Uh,
you're
uh,
all working
uh,
together.
that's
Hmm?
unfortunate. It's
On a hit, you would clear your restock track. On a miss, the work was especially disturbing. Everyone marks 2 stress. Describe your character's reactions to the horrors they have seen. You can still clear some restock, but everyone must mark a condition for each restock you want to clear, dividing this burden however you want among the characters doing the butchering, which is all 4 of you.
I'm
Just a
happy to
quick,
take a condition for it.
just a quick question about distress. Does it carry over? Like if we hit 4 and then get the
Nope.
one more?
You go 4, you mark a condition, then you take 1 more on top of that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, good
Oh.
question.
I mean, I would offer to take a condition,
I'll
but I'm
take a
also maxed
condition.
out. It's like, but I am maxed out on conditions.
I'll take a condition.
Okay, cool. So if we take 2 conditions, we'll clear 2 restock.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take frustrated as my condition.
You know what? Instead of shaken, I want to go with insecure. I think I'm insecure about all this. It's
Don't you also mark one more condition because of distress?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
because you
oh
yeah.
oh I do. Oh yeah, well look at
Okay. So in that case, do you
Wait,
want
did
pass?
you? It's like, did you? It's like you activated your obsession vice, didn't you?
that. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you use it to clear your stress or to clear a condition?
I use it to clear condition. Maybe I should do the stress instead of that. But no, either way, I would still have to. I would still have 3 conditions.
Yeah, either
Yeah,
way
I
you
just
still
wasn't
up.
sure if you applied it.
Yeah, I did. I removed a condition because either way, I'm going to end up. I would end up with 3
Yeah.
conditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the stress, you mark another stress for your third, and then your third condition, but your stress track is cleared. Is that right?
Yeah, that would be correct.
Ouch. Man. Um, I'm really curious about Roman. What horrors did you see when you guys were when you were butchering Federico?
think, ooh, I think part of it is he was cooked before we started butchering him. So
Oh,
there's like this place where the cooked meat meets the uncooked meat, right? That like that little spot in the middle is like really fucked up and gross, right?
yeah.
In general. And I think there's like, yeah, I think there's bad shit going on with Federico. Maybe he like absorbed some of the illusory sensory input he was taking in or something. But I think like similar to the way the vows were swimming in those chains, there's like something unearthly, something dark swimming in his flesh in that same sort of way.
Dang. Carmen, what horrors did you see in this work?
Uh, you know, this might be the first time I've dealt with an elite angel, so maybe there's something that's inherently very disturbing in the anatomy of a elite angel that I was not that I'm not experienced with other angels. Um, Sort of like the "do not be afraid" kind of a situation there. Um, oh God. I think it's the thing of like, probably what, would make their meat super good is the many eyes and everything that are probably in there and everything. Unfortunately, it's also very disturbing the amount of eyes that are there.
Like old Trevor Hawkins from the X-Men. Old eye boy. Eyes on his tongue. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. What about Angela? Are there any particular horrors that you see or that this brings up for you that causes you to be haunted, insecure, and restless?
Um, I think this entire it's like mission in general and everything. It's like probably it's like I think it's stressed out on Hella to a point of like she's dealing. It's like I think she's dealing with a bit of well, it's not really so much post, but definitely traumatic stress and everything. Like she doesn't even. It's like I think. As much as Carmen and Paz, it's like dreaded the thing of being lectured by her and everything. She doesn't even say anything to them when they finally, it's like when everybody finally returns to the workshop. I think for the rest of the night, I think for the rest of the night, it's like she seems a little, okay, I guess very distant. Like she's preoccupied. Or it's like more so, it's like definitely, it's like haunted. It's like by a lot of too many thoughts. She can't even express any of them.
Mm. And then finally, pause. What horrors did you witness or did this experience make you think of?
Hmm. I think perhaps the horrors that Paz might see in this situation is that you mentioned how Federico's kind of like leads the police angel force, like he's right below Gabriel, like answers to Gabriel directly. So I think perhaps maybe it's not like present here, but maybe like when we were in the chase, while Federico was still alive, maybe one thing that we didn't notice at the time because we were a bit preoccupied with other matters is that perhaps Gabriel had, how is it, an eye on Federico and was essentially viewing the whole situation as it unfolded, as if you were like sitting like in a movie theater just watching a movie play out. And I'm guessing maybe this was like that Federico like had like some sort of playing up with the chain of vows that we had Federico chained up in. Maybe Federico had like another chain that basically allowed Gabriel to like basically ease it up into the whole situation from beginning to end. I think that was like might horrify like past in a sense that oh this big archangel that has it in for us for more than a couple of reasons. Was basically watching us during the whole process.
Okay. Well, uh, I think we will end on that depressing note as all of you do the work until the early morning. You do get one heart of heaven Federico's heart. One of you may mark that as gear that you have. I care not who takes it. I think Roman, since you led the butchering, you get to make that choice.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep it. It's mine. I mean, I think I'm planning on giving it away, but for now, I'll keep it.
Okay. Then that is that. Let's end things as we normally do with stars and wishes. First, let's take a look. How will Paz and Carmen get away? We answered that. Is there a negotiation interrogation scene? Kind of. And we Inez Angela scene we'll have to save for later. So how we started out with Paz and Carmen flying away. Where did Federico take the kids? We answered all that. So we still have some pending wishes when Inez returns next week. So excited about that. Let's start with wishes. Remember, this is our last wishes. Next session, there will be no wishes because I can't grant them, and neither can you. It will be our final session of the Nahual game, and I am curious where things will end. So I will throw out a wish first and foremost. I would very much like to see Paz use their um, signature move, so you don't have to be the tambache. I am really curious about the tambache. I think it's a super interesting move, and I'd like to see that in play. So that's my wish. Who else
I'll be
has
um,
wishes?
I'll be honest, I keep from forgetting that they have this magical bug essentially.
That's why I threw it out there is to remind you, and I'll do the same at the beginning of next session to remind you. It's pretty
This would
neat.
have
It's a
been
cool little resource.
this would have been so useful during the chase.
I'll try to
Uh,
prompt you more frequently. Cool. Did anyone
Uh,
else have any wishes they wanted to throw out?
sure. I think we've had it hanging for a while, so maybe towards the beginning we can get to pause Roman scene and yeah, see what they have to say to each other. And then I guess I'm also kind of interested in, I mean, someone's crashing out, right? Someone's gonna have to mark another condition and things are gonna go bad for them and everyone else. So I'm happy to see that happen. If it does, no worries either way.
I think for me, I'm gonna second the pass slash the man scene. I my wishes is I wanna see Pass's whole scam that he had since the beginning finally blow up, and what did that in what situation that might lead into for Pass. And I guess because we haven't actually seen it come out in play yet, I wanna see whether or not we can get the whole oh Carmen learns the truth behind the situation with Raul, her brother. Like that's I think something that might be useful to actually finally see come out in the last session,
I'm sorry,
if
can
it
you
makes sense.
restate? You said Carmen learned the truth of what specifically?
My
What
sibling.
happened to that?
Oh, 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 oh.
And I think that would be it. Like that's like the main things I think I wanna see happen in the last session.
Those are all really good. Clarice or Fumi, do either of you have wishes? To be clear, I don't plan on granting all of them. I hope you will help to grant some of them, friends, as we play together. But yeah, if you have any wishes you want to throw out there, what are they?
I want to see if I can get the last. It's like 3 stress I need in order to. It's like tap out my conditions.
Okay.
I have no wishes that I can think of because I'm just enjoying everything that keeps on coming.
Okay, you went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Carmen, Clarice, did you have any stars to offer up? You get to go
Uh,
first this time. I haven't forgotten you. I'm starting with you.
oh well, now who's gonna get forgotten? Looking at all of you, one of you's getting forgotten.
Probably Juniper. I might forget Juniper.
Let's see here. First of all, stars for just I enjoyed Paz's attempts to make a deal with Frederico, and just enjoyed how both Paz and Carmen both are like, well, you should have taken the deal kind of thing. uh also love the little thing of like, yeah, yep, these two have everything under control. Totally how it all worked out. Stars for I loved Roman just one being like making the decision we're getting this angel meat and everything, and two just their wonderful kind of bark siren. um which was great. Loved that so much. Also just enjoy Ramon just like kind of just losing their temper and being like, oh my god, stop fucking up for one moment here. um Loved it. Stars for Angela, just once again just begrudgingly fixing all the problems that are happening in the team as a whole, and just I'm looking forward to how Angela in general like decides to have the discussion later in general, but also loved just them coming in full flying right at the angel, which was just great, which is all we really needed. We just needed someone to distract Frederico long enough. It's just absolutely enjoyed everything that kind of played out. Oh yeah, and stars Rich absolutely loved Federico. Made it even more enjoyable to like, get him all chained up and then cooked. Even if it was horrifying later on. And yeah, I'm good there.
Thank you, Clarice. Fumi, were there any stars left that you wanted to throw out to folks?
Uh, Not enough within the time we have left, so I'll just say +1 to everything, stars for everyone. I'm curious as to see how it's like we end it's like this mini series. Maybe on Hello will blow up. We'll see.
Maybe. Dom, did you have any stars?
I'll keep it short, so +1 for everything that was said. The only side I want to add that went mentioned is that I very much enjoyed Carmen somehow, without anyone noticing, turning other stove into a makeshift dough bat. Somehow. I found it was just great, and how it just decided to, you know what, have Carmen wanted to help us fend off the angels, but it just sensed, oh, Federico's here, let's just take Federico instead. And Carmen just shrugged off and accepted it as it was.
It was pretty great.
And I think that was the only thing I want to say that wasn't like, mentioned before. I just want to just emphasize the +1 on how you played Federico Rich, and how he was just like not buying any of the shit Baz was peddling.
Thank you. I didn't want to make Paz not seem cool. I just wanted to make Federico seem not cool. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
And I think I'm just gonna mention because I think I might have another wish, but I think it might be like too much given the time frame we have for just one more session. I think like maybe like another wish would be because we've seen Baz and Angela be at odds with each other, so I was thinking maybe there could also be like a scene between Baz and Angela that could go either way, I guess, but that might be stretching it a bit too much with how much time we have in the last session. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah. Hey, if we leave a couple out there that we aren't able to fulfill, that's better than never wishing for it. So I appreciate you saying that. Casey, bring us home if you have any last wishes that are still out there.
No wishes, stars.
Sorry, stars. The other
No,
thing.
you're good, good. I love Roman and Angela, like together but separate a bit, rescuing the kids. That was a really fun dynamic. Carmen's vow, basically screaming through the chains, was awesome. Uh, Pause telling Carmen right at the beginning, you might have to apologize, as like the thing that was going to save his deal or their deal. Yep. And then Rich hitting someone hard enough to not only see stars, but you saw heaven.
I'm glad that landed. Awesome. This was spectacular and very fun. We have one more left, friends. With that, we'll bring this session to a close.